So today the same second unit last topic. The balance in the second unit is this one. So this way we will be completing today. Okay. So second unit in complete panilla. From tomorrow onwards you can go with the third unit. Okay. So relation between I and J. What is I? I is nothing but current. Okay. So here the current can be expressed in the dot product with the help of J. That is I equal to surface integral of J vector dot ds vector. So J is nothing but, what is J? Current density. Okay. So current density here, if you take surface integral for it with the dot product, that is J vector dot ds. Okay, will give you the current value I. Okay, so in general you can relate the J vector with the rho by J vector equal to rho v B vector. So V vector is nothing but velocity vector. So this current can be defined as a convection current, and then current density, that is J vector, will be called as a convection current density, where you are using velocity. Okay, so velocity use way, that will be called as a convection current, as well as density will be called as a convection current density. Okay, which will be linearly proportional to your charge density and velocity. Then continuity equation. So continuity equation and Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. So the continuity equation is nothing but with the help of the current I and current density J vector. Okay. You are going to represent the continuity equation. So that continuity equation is written by using the Kirchhoff's current law. I think you all know what is Kirchhoff's current law. It's nothing but the current, okay, flowing at a node point. Okay, uh, the leaving current will be equal to the entering current. That will be called as the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, entering current at a node and leaving current at a node, same node, will be equal to one another. That will be called as the Kirchhoff's current law. So the same law will be used in determining the current and current density here. That the relation between current and current density will give you the continuity equation. So here the continuity equation of the current is based on the principle of conservation of charge. What is principle of conservation of charge? There is nothing but charge can be neither created nor be destroyed. Okay, this is the statement of your principle of conservation of charge. So the same statement will be applied in the continuity equation also. Here we are going to consider a closed surface S with a current density J vector. Then total current I, which will be crossing the surface, is represented by the I equal to integral, that is surface integral of J vector dot ds vector. The same is going to be right here. And then the current which is flowing outward from the closed surface will be indicating the flow of positive charges, which will be flowing outward, okay, from the closed surface. Hence, we are going to determine the current I, which will be indicated by the positive charge which is flowing outward from the closed surface. Okay, here according to the principle, the conservation of charge. Okay, that is the decrease of amount of positive charges which is crossing the closed surface will be equal to the flow of decrease of charge inside the closed surface. Okay, so outside flow agradhu inside the rate of charge which will be in the available in the closed surface will be equal to one another. Okay, அதுதான் இங்க கொடுத்திருக்கான். The conservation of charge. Principle of conservation of charge is nothing but charge can be neither created nor be destroyed. So என்ன சார்ஜ் கிரியேட் ஆகுதோ அதுதான் வந்து அவுட்வர்ட் வந்து ஃப்ளோ ஆக போகுது. ஸோ அப்ப அந்த க்ளோஸ்டு சர்ஃபேஸ்ல சார்ஜ் எவ்வளவு இருக்கோ அதே சார்ஜ் தான் நம்ம அந்த ஃப்ளோ ஆகுது இல்லையா வெளியே சர்ஃபேஸ்ல அதுக்கு ஈக்குவலா இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் இதோட மீனிங். ஓகே, so now we are going to consider the charge qi. So the differentiation of charge with respect to time is given by dqi by dt. So here we are going to consider decrease of charge. Okay, rate of decrease of charge inside the closed surface. That is the charge going to be flowing outside. Okay, அதை வந்து எப்படி மெஷர் பண்ண போறோம்னா dq by dt. So the charge going to be decreased in the movement towards the outside. That's why it's going to indicate the negative sign for it. Okay, for the decreasing charge. Then due to principle of conservation of charge, rate of decrease of charge inside the closed surface will be similar or same to the rate flowing outward. Okay, எவ்வளோ சார்ஜ் வந்து அங்க டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுதோ அதே சார்ஜ் தான் அங்க வெளியே மூவ்மெண்ட் வெளியே போக போகுது. ஓகே, மூவ் ஆக போகுது. அதுதான் பிரின்சிபல் ஆஃப் கன்சர்வேஷன் ஆஃப் சார்ஜோட லா. அதை வந்து தான் ஈக்குவேஷனா இங்க ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. தட் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் I equal to integral of j vector dot dx vector will be equal to the minus dqi by dt. Okay, so the statement அப்படியே equation of they are written. Okay, rate of decrease in charge is represented by minus dqi by dt. அதே மாதிரி rate of outward flow of charge, that is nothing but current equation மேல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, அதை எடுத்து ரெண்டையும் equate பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Okay, so this will be called as the continuity equation for the current. Okay, so in terms of current it represented, that's why here they indicated the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, then del dot j vector. Okay, the dot product del dot j vector can be called as a minus dou v by dou t. Okay, this is nothing but differential form of your continuity equation. Okay, so this is current value. In the current value, that is surface integral of j dot ds vector is nothing but del dot j vector. Okay, முன்னாடியே சொல்லியாச்சு dot product. This can be written as a del dot j vector. Okay, அதுதான் இங்க replace பண்ணிருக்கான். Del dot j vector equal to minus dou rho v. Okay, based on this relationship you are written here minus dou rho v by t. Okay, this is the point charge or differential charge differential form of your continuity equation for the current. Okay, next is steady current. So steady current is nothing but if you get the zero value for the dot product of current density, then it will be called as the steady current. ஏதாவது ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் வேல்யூ நீ டாட் ப்ராடக்ட் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா கரண்ட் டென்சிட்டி தட் இஸ் ஜே வெக்டாருக்கு del dot j dot product எடுத்தீங்கன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் வேல்யூ வந்துச்சுன்னா that will be called as a continuity equation. அதே ஜீரோன்னு வந்ததுன்னா ரிசல்ட் that will be called as a steady current. Okay, this will be the difference between these two equation. Next we are going to see the boundary condition. Okay, here we are going to apply the boundary between the conductor and free space as well as between the two dielectrics. Okay, so when an electric field passes from one medium to another medium, it is important to study about the conditions between the boundary at the boundary between the two medium. இப்போ ஒரு மீடியம்ல இருந்து இன்னொரு மீடியம்க்கு போறீங்கன்னா உன்னோட சார்ஜ் மூவ்மெண்ட் இருக்குன்னா அப்ப அதோட பவுண்டரி கண்டிஷன் நமக்கு தெரியணும். ஓகே, ஏதாவது சேஞ்ச் ஆகுதா வேல்யூஸ் மே சேஞ்ச் in the boundary. Okay, so that have to be learned. So that is learned by the boundary conditions. Okay, so the condition which is existing between the boundary of two media, that is when electric field passes from one medium to another medium, will be called as a boundary condition. Here there are two situations going to be learned, that is boundary between conductor and free space. Okay, ஒரு conducting material இருந்து free space க்கு போறப்ப electric field charge இருக்கு இல்லையா, the movement of charge conductorல இருந்து free space க்கு போறப்ப எப்படி இருக்கும், அதே மாதிரி boundary between two dielectrics with a different property. ரெண்டு dielectric யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க, ரெண்டு dielectric மெட்டீரியலுமே வேற வேற. dielectric is nothing but non conducting material. ஒன்னு வந்து ரப்பரா இருக்கலாம், இன்னொன்னு வந்து வுட்டா இருக்கலாம். ஓகே, சோ ரப்பர்ல இருந்து வுட்டுக்கு இது மாதிரி. ஓகே, so that will be learned here. The free space is nothing but a dielectric. Okay, so இங்க free spaceங்கிறது dielectric தான் மீன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. So now we are going to see the Maxwell equation which is going to be applied for the boundary condition. So Maxwell equation for electrostatic is nothing but this one. Okay, E na enna, D na enna? E is nothing but electric field intensity, D is nothing but electric flux density. In the rendu equation we are going to equate with the 0 and Q. Okay, so electric field intensity with the 0 equal to Q now, the electric flux density equal to Q will represent a Maxwell equation for the electrostatic. Okay, this electric field intensity will be further decomposed into two components, that is E tangential and then En, that is E normal to the boundary. This is tangential to the boundary. Normal to the boundary means it will be in the same angle. Tangential means it will be in the perpendicular. Okay, that will be represented in the two components, that is E vector can be represented in the two components, that is E tangential and E normal. Okay, so similarly you can represent the electric flux density also, E tangential and E normal. Okay, so the sum of these two components will be together called as the E vector. So now we are going to see the boundary condition between the conductor and free space. Here we are going to consider the infinite conductivity. Conductors are nothing but we are going to take example as copper and silver. Here the conductivity will be in the order 10 power 6. Okay, so for ideal conductor the field intensity inside the conductor will be 0, as well as flux density inside the conductor will be 0. Field intensity na enna, this E vector value will be 0. Okay, no charge can exist within a conductor. The charge appears on the surface in the form of surface charge density. So if your conductor has no charge inside it, then the charge appear on the same surface will be appeared in the surface also. The density will be same, similar to your inside the conductor. Okay, the charge density within the conductor will be represented as 0. Okay, field intensity in 0, charge intensity in 0, the surface charge intensity 0 when you are having null charge inside the conductor. Okay, these are the 3 points you have to consider for the ideal conductor. Okay, so simpler solna E vector D vector rho v வந்து 0. Okay, then electromotive force and Kirchhoff's voltage law. So here in electromotive force you are going to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law. I think you all know what is Kirchhoff's law. In a closed path you will be having the total charge, total voltage or charge will be the sum of all the voltage drop available in a closed path will be equal to the 0. Okay, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law. The same thing will be considered in the defining the electromotive force also, that is represented by the equation integral E dot dl equal to 0. Okay, so integral na integrating of all the voltage value. E is nothing but the voltage available in the in terms of electric field intensity. Okay, will be equal to the value 0. Okay, here for the ohmic material, we are going to represent the J value as sigma E. Okay, இது இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன் வந்து முன்னாடியே ஸ்டார்டிங் கிளாஸ்லயே சொல்லியிருக்கேன், J equal to sigma E. So which will be substituted in the equation. Okay, that is 1 by sigma into J. Okay, E க்கு பதிலா என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க, J by sigma. So J by sigma into dl equal to J. Okay, here this equation will tell that steady current cannot be maintained in the same direction in a closed circuit by an electrostatic field. அப்படின்னா என்ன? So ஒரு closed pathல the voltage drop will be either in same direction or in opposite direction. That will be mean to this equation. சரியா?